The Mentors, brought to you by Russell Pictures Entertainment.
So often we are told to always turn our lemons into lemonade. And I've always wondered, what happens to us who don't like lemonade? Do I just let the lemons go bad? Well, we're going to find out today from someone who truly embodies this statement. She got her lemons, turned them into lemonade, and she's enjoying her lemonade with a fancy, maybe pink straw. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Glosh Glam to the show today.
Oh, thank you.
Glosh, I'm so happy to have you. You know, when we met at the market day, at the Tubayo market day last Saturday, first of all, I'm always inspired by your work, but you said something that stuck with me. You said that your brand needs to grow because your customers need to associate with a brand that is growing.
Yeah.
And for me, that stood out. And today I had to come and see for myself, but also learn. Because today I want us to dive into a very important topic, that is leveraging your personal story and your personal brand to actually create a business brand. And with all of your 4 years of experience in the beauty industry, I know that you've created, you know, skincare, you've created makeup products, you've created aromatherapy and using purely plant-based
Ingredients. Yes. Yeah.
And for me, that is very, I mean, I don't know a lot of, you know, when it comes to skincare, but just hearing plant-based and also knowing your story, that I am so happy that you're going to share with our viewers today. By the way, this story is very interesting, and I would like for you to subscribe, like the content, and leave some feedback because this is a very interesting story. Glosh, again, welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm really humbled.
And I want us to get right into the conversation. I want to hear your story. We want to hear your story. How did you start? At what point did you say, well, I need to create lip gloss? Did you just, I don't know, just share with us your incredible story.
Glosh Glam is a brand that was started in 2020 during COVID period. You know, many businesses came up during the COVID period. But that is not where it started from. I wrote down my business plan in 2019, August. I remember very well. I was on a couch seated there, and I was in Nairobi. I know you might be asking yourself how I went to Nairobi and what I was doing there. By that time, I was working as a house girl at my auntie's home. She had a baby and she needed someone to take care of her. Baby who was just 2 months old, you know. It was a very crazy. Of course, at that point, I felt like it was okay because I really needed to go out there and work. I needed money to take care of my family, to take care of my mom, to keep my young siblings in school. You know, first boys. Firstborns. So I made sure that I go and work. And I was earning 200,000 Ugandan shillings.
Interesting.
Not Kenyan shillings.
Ugandan
shillings, 200,000.
And this was supposed to take care of your mom? Of your siblings and yourself?
But my mom was working here, you know, frying eats, selling charcoal, selling matoke and all that. You know how our parents used to like work and do all that kind of just so that they can keep us, give us food, take care of us and all that. So she had like a very, very small business that could help her keep everyone together and take care of them. But you know, it can never be enough. So I remember very well when I was in high school, she used to tell me, I think I should say this in
Luganda, please.
So that osobola okubango owerera abato bano. If I stop on you when koma kugwe sigena kubanga ngenda basina sente sobola kolachi kuwerera bano bato. By the time, of course, right now she even doesn't have the strength to do all that heavy work. So she was able to go to Nairobi, work, get all that money and take care of my sisters. Make sure I keep them in school. Right now, one is almost done with high school. And the other is in high school. She's a semi-candidate. So I could send all the 200,000 to my mom in Kampala. then she could tie. I told her to tie 30,000 in church. Sorry, 20,000 in church.
Yeah.
And then the 30,000 could go in my savings. She could save it in my bank account.
Okay.
Then every month 30,000. Jesus Christ. Then 150 could go on my siblings' fees, school fees. So that is how I spent all that money. No plating hair, no maintenance fees, no nothing. Yeah, so but I was really contented. You know, I was not even feeling like I need this. And for some reason, I knew where I was working and I was focused on that.
Apart from Nyenze kukolerera my siblings and my mom, did you have a, like a business plan? Like someday, did you ever envision?
Before I went to Nairobi, I wanted to be a cosmetologist, a makeup artist, or hair. Actually, had two visions. Like once I got them in high school, I didn't want to go to those offices. I wanted to start my own business. Because I worked at Ipsos as a data in field to collect data. I was retained at my former school, my high school, as a student teacher. I worked at Crafts Village, where I was earning 10,000 every day. That is no monthly salary, no nothing. 10,000
no lunch
no lunch, no nothing. But remember, I used to stay in Shibuya.
And you used to go to Crafts Village. That's Uganda Road.
Yeah, and I had to make sure I give my mom 30,000 every week. On that 10K.
The 30,000 still to save?
Yes, that is before I actually went to Nairobi. Still to give my mom to take care of.
Take care of.
Yeah, to put in school for my sisters, to at least put something there. Because I think then fees was not a lot. That is 2017 we are talking about.
Okay.
So sometimes I could sing like backup artists in studio, and I could get like a 50K. And this is money.
This is a lot of money.
Yeah, I could get. I was young. I was 18. I was really young.
Yeah.
So this hustle started at a very young age. So I sent it to my mom. I could send it to my mom, and then you could not eat a real meal. You had to take porridge to survive, I could maybe buy porridge along the way. That porridge they put in Boveras. Oh, hey, I'm talking about that. They put in Boveras. And then you go and with your ketchup at your 500, that is 1K. Your sausage. You go back in the go back. Of course, you have no option, You go back in the night. And then you put your porridge in the cup, take your chapati and drink and sleep. And you're very okay and contented, not feeling bad that I'm going through. I wasn't actually feeling bad that, oh my God, I'm going through a bad situation. I don't know, and I'm really grateful to God that at some point, I've never felt like God I'm suffering, apart from when when I was trying to build this brand.
The brand,
And then I felt like, it all started coming back to me, and I was like, okay, God, you made me go through all this, and I never felt like I was lacking. I never cried, and I never felt like, where am I going through? That, oh my God, why am I suffering? Why am I? I've never felt like that. I've always felt contented with what God puts on my plate. So it was all going well, and to me, of course, it's not good. That is not good. I was young, and I never felt like it's bad. I was going through all that phase, all those phases of life. So then later on, after working doing all those kinds of jobs, that is when I went to Nairobi. And in Shibuya, you might ask who I was staying with. I was staying with the auntie, my mom's cousin, where I went to Nairobi. His brother. I was staying with his brother.
Okay.
I really thank Dan for being a very amazing person. So I went and worked. So
that's now the transition to Nairobi.
From there, because I was staying at his studio. I used to back up artists.
Oh, that's when you'd get the 50K.
I would get 50K. I could get 50K. I could get. Sometimes people can give you 70. That is a lot of money to me. Or other times, Levickson could call you. There's this artist, come and back, because we used to sing together. Come and back this artist. So some company could, it wasn't a lot, but I was young.
I know.
I felt like it was a lot.
It was a lot.
So then I was 18 and I went to Nairobi. I started working, and By the time I was there, I was so happy that I've gotten a job that is going to pay me
100K.
My dear, I was happy.
And it's not even in Uganda.
My dear, not even in Uganda.
Ngofuse.
House girl. I was a house girl. Don't laugh.
I mean, but it's why we are here.
Yeah, and I was so happy. Yeah. I was like, I'm living in the country.
Obeda Musama. Omanyi. Obeda Musama.
But I went there. And I used to work. I was very okay by the way. I thank God I went to Nairobi. I have my friend who told me, why are you going to Nairobi? You stay here, I'm going to give you all the money and you start a business that you want.
Your friend?
Yeah, my friend. He's actually been a very good person. He's a very good person. He told me, Bambi Ivan, thank you so much for being an amazing person in my life. He told me, why are you going to Nairobi? If you want money, I can lend you and you start a business. I was like, no, if you give me that money, I'm going to waste it. Right now, my mind is so young. I need something to crush me down so that I can wake up and be like, okay, now I need to follow my dreams. That was the main importance of me going to Nairobi. I needed to come back a very different person.
Character development.
Thank you. My mom didn't know I was leaving. I told her the very same day I was leaving.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Went. Started working. Then there was a time, the second year, I told my aunt I'm going to work for it for 2 years. There was a time I was with her sister, my auntie's sister. I think she had clashed with her sister like my auntie. She came at me, she was like, I don't have time to shout with you, you're just a house girl. She reminded me that I'm just a house girl.
I was like, imagine how that felt.
I was like, God, when did I reach here? I think it had to reach.
That's when it clocked in.
I was like, when did I reach here? Like, when did I reach here? And then I cried. I was like, I cried.
Yeah.
I went to bed. I was carrying my auntie's baby. I went to bed. I started crying. I was like, God, why? I started wailing and all that. And then I was like, no, I can't just leave this girl.
Yeah.
I sat on my bed, and then there was a time I was watching that channel. Yeah, I saw the life of Kylie. Like I used to watch all those.
Yeah.
I was like, because I've always wanted to create a brand. Because even in Nairobi, I would just get, that gel for baby hair, then pound, what is it called? Lip pencil. I mean, the eye pencil, something, eyebrow pencil. Okay. I pound the pencil, the whatever, that she marked itself, mix it in gel to make a eyebrow gel that is colored. So I was just that creative all the time.
Impressive, yeah.
So I would tell people, guys, I can't wait to come back to Uganda. You guys are not ready for this product.
So wait, let me ask. At that time in Nairobi, had you already started using social media? So who are these people you were?
I was a very phone friendly. I'm a very phone friendly person. I'm social media friendly. I was so much on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah.
So even then, you'd make posts of "Get ready, I'm coming with a
on
product."
my WhatsApp.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Elaga would tell me, Glosh, do you sell this? Where are you? I would be like, no, I'm in Kenya, but I'm coming.
I'm coming back for you.
Yeah. And for some reason, I don't know, there was a girl, she's called Brenda. Brenda, hi. In case you watch this, she would always be so vibrant and loud about everything I posted in my WhatsApp. She would be like, now we want this,
Yeah.
So at that point when I cried and all that, I was like, no, but I just can't be a house girl like that, So I went, I sat down. That day, I remember it was, because when all that happened, it was in July.
Yeah.
In August, I was watching, because all that period I was using it to do research.
Yeah.
Started doing my digital marketing course online.
Yeah.
Introduced to me by some gentleman called Renown.
Yeah.
Then I started making very reasonable and important friendships, that could help me out. Then also another thing I did after writing down my business plan. I wrote it in August.
Yeah.
And all that period, I used to watch the life of Kylie. I would be like, why are these guys rich? I would be like, so she created her makeup brand, because from her insecurity.
Her lip.
Yeah, she had insecurities with her lips, so she piled up lots of lip liners. That is how she came up with what, and she could sell all those lip liners, you know, to her friends in school. Imagine. And then I was like, oh, so you can just start a brand like out of the blue like that. And I wanted to be a makeup artist. And I was like, no, I'm not going to be a makeup artist. I need to create a brand.
Yeah.
So it was an amazing journey that I started from there. And then when I came, I made sure I do all the research I needed. For some reason, I always felt different. I'm not actually just talking. That is how I've always been, me as a person. I've always felt like I should make a difference. I've always felt like I need to create a difference in my family. I've always felt like I need to be different from everyone, not being like, oh my God, I'm better than you, no, but being that influential kind of person. Parents need to talk to their children. Because my mom, even up to now, she could be like, when I get one, like out of the blue, and you're like, when I get one, like there are those words that always stick into your head, because you have that very attachment and experience, especially if you've gone through a certain kind of trauma while growing up. You always want to make your parent proud, and you want to rub off all the tears that they had while making you raising you guys as children. So it's a very big debt that you always have, and it's like, by being successful, it is making them feel good and better. So it is something that we children, or we the Gen Z or whatever millennials, need to look out for. And because this whole thing is not all about like showing someone that, yes, I'm doing it. No, it goes back to yourself, you know,
who you are.
Who you are. Knowing and knowing who you are exactly. You know that you come from a very humble background. Let a higher background come out of your name, you know, and you don't need to prove anything to anyone. It is all about you. And at the end of the day, you're going to go back to bed and sleep, and you're like, I wasted, you know, my 500, can I at my wallet doesn't have money, you know. So you don't, sometimes the people that we brag before are actually better than us.
That's for sure.
And so basically, that starting this whole business has taught me a lot.
So you're earning 200K, 20K is going to type, then you have your siblings, and then you're serving 30K. So how much money do you live with when you're coming back to Uganda? Like how much ngogamba ziri banki yange eri wano?
720.
Okay.
I think when you add it all up. So for the 2 years, I divided it in a way that the savings that I had, we used 400,000 to buy food, because it was 720. Then I left 120 in the bank. We got out the 600. Then the 400, we used it to buy food during the COVID time, because that is like when we had the lockdown. And then the 200K, I used it to start Glosh Glam. I started by making sure that I was done with my digital marketing course. I did it so well. I did the market research. I went on YouTube, learned how to stitch bonnets. I used 200,000
to buy material, and
used YouTube to learn everything. And then I remember very well, from there I posted on social media, because I told my uncle, I have that auntie who paid for my auntie Eunice. She paid for my tuition. She had her husband in Kampala before he left the country. He was my very amazing mentor. He could tell me, go and do market research, check out your competitors. What are they doing that you can do better? What can you do? You check out the reviews and all that. Check out the reviews and all that. I mean, make sure that people give good reviews about your products. If there is a bad review, how are you going to fix all that? But everything was a very smooth start, especially in the mentorship part. And one thing he told me that I'll never forget: your products are not for everyone. That one, up to now, that even if I don't get sales, even if someone comes and they go, it can never make me feel bad. Because that is one thing that he told me, like he prepared me for the business heartbreak, you know? So he told me that, and it sunk into my mind and my heart. And those principles that he taught me have helped me go this far. So after telling him all that, he helped me go through everything, business plan. He told me, you have to write a business plan and you send it to me so that I see what you're going to do. You're not just going to waste money like that. And then my auntie was like, are you sure it's going to work? And I was like, you wait. I knew what I was going to do. I was going to do social media so bad, dirty.
So how do you say that? You know what? I have this story, I'm not ashamed of it, and I'm going to use it to create a brand. How did you leverage that to now become Glosh Glam?
One thing I should say is before going wild and all that about the social media thing, I remember very well, I wrote down a post on social media, a very long post. I went on Pinterest, got photos of other bonnets, other people's bonnets. Made a collage, a photo collage, and I put introducing Glosh Glam. I made on my personal Facebook. By then TikTok was not even that serious in 2020. And I said, hello, my name is Nassaazi Peace Gloria. I officially introduce to you my baby, my brand, Glosh Glam. And kindly, we have this, and it's a beauty brand, which is having these products. By then we had bonnets only. I introduced Glosh Glam officially to the people, and I had created that page already. It's page, Facebook page. And my personal Instagram was turned into Glosh Glam. You get, because it had like over 10 followers. So that is where it all started. So we started, I never talked about my personal life there. So I went on, started posting photos, creating content with my friends. There is a girl called Ruth. She really helped a lot with that. And she could, like my friends could refer their families and all that, and they knew they needed the bonnets. The way I could explain the importance, it made them know that they really need it. So now, me bringing in my story. I was on TikTok. I actually never had TikTok until I was like, now I need it for business. I never had the app in my phone. So what I did, I have my cousin sister, she was like, why don't you join TikTok? People are big dancing. You need to be a celebrity. She's funny. And I was like, okay. So that was this time I was scrolling. And I used to just watch stuff. And I saw business owners really being serious about this, like not the Ugandans. And I saw you need to tell your story. The way people used to talk about this whole TikTok and business. People need to relate with you. About your personal life and your business and them. They need to connect with you emotionally, because we sell emotion. We sell lifestyle. We sell, basically that is what we sell. How is someone going to get attached to you? Even when you're explaining that product, you need to explain to someone that I know what you feel, because I've experienced pimples. As a person, I create these products because I'm an acne victim. I've had acne for like 5 years, and how is someone going to relate with that to that you get? So then I came up, I saw someone tell their story about how they started their brand, and I was like, okay, so I can actually tell my story. There are people who go through the same thing and they feel like they have lost it all. That was 2021. I joined TikTok, told my story. This is how I started Glosh. Like I just posted a video like, you started your business with 200,000. It's now going crazy on the internet. Was it going crazy? No. Was it real? It wasn't, but I was just posting to see what happens. And I told them, you started your business with 200,000, your savings of being a house girl in Nairobi.
And
everyone
it
picked
blew
it.
up.
It blew up.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, so they wanted to know which business was that. I got lots of orders from TikTok. Oh my God. Let me tell you, I tell people, okay, yes, you want to go viral, you want to get the views on TikTok. Then what happens when you get the views?
That's what I was.
Do you have
exactly
something that can satisfy the market?
Yeah.
You have enough. And after you going viral, you have content that can back up your viral video. Because someone will want to check out your profile
page,
and you don't have any content that can back you up. Then that means you're just unserious. You get. So also when you go viral, do you have products that can cater for the viral video or the clientele or the people, the traffic that comes? You get. So you have to be ready for all that. Once you join social media, be ready for anything can go viral. Even something you never expect to go viral. Even a video you reposted, for example, you posted it 1 year ago and you post it again. It can go viral. You get. So basically that is how TikTok is, or social media. Even Instagram. You know, I know people don't take Instagram seriously, but man, Instagram is the game. Instagram runs with quality, authenticity, and everything, as long as it is durable, authentic, quality, because that is the clientele you're selling to. It is a corporate kind of app. Right now, if I tell someone that I started with 200,000, they can laugh. They can be like, no, those are motivational speakers. But if I bring the proof, because I have everything documented. There was a gentleman, we had a summit earlier this year. He said, document your life. I have photos when I was a house girl. I have videos when I was a house girl. I have almost everything. I've documented my life ever since I left high school. Everything is just visible. So when you're doubting that I was a house girl, I'll show you. When you're doubting that Glosh Glam didn't start 4 years ago, some people think it's been a year only. And when I bring the baby steps, they'll be like, wow. People don't believe all the baby steps. And they are ugly, by the way. Because there was a time we were in YSA, my girl told me, a lady came and she was like, oh, I thought the way you market yourselves online makes it look like so those are the ugly baby steps we are talking about. So when you show where we were last year, we just came here in March. We came here in March, beginning of March this year, 2024. And you show someone that last year you were in YSA, they will be like, no, you're lying, you've been here for like a year. No, it's not a year. It's only a few months. I'm a real dirty CEO. I'm a real dirty CEO.
And I love
I'm not aesthetic at all. Because if I am in Chibuga and Ikuiriba, you Anjakuba and I don't care if you're looking at me and I'm looking disorganized. I don't care. Because this is my work. CEO has to go dirty. It doesn't matter whatever you're doing. You don't have to look aesthetic all the time. When you find me in an aesthetic way, well and good. Thank God for that. You love the aesthetic way, but you won't love the ugly. You get. So it is beautiful to be a CEO, but can you do what it takes to keep that? Man, being a CEO is not an easy job because there is a lot that you're going to fold onto your head. So you want to be like, let's say Glosh, you want to see like any other big brand here in Kampala or any other area, please, are you willing to do the work? Are you willing to put in the work? Because yes, you see us being posting on social media, because I get a lot of people who are like, Glosh, how do you do it? Your brand is so beautiful online. I post 2 or 3 times a day. That is what I do. Can you do that? You get. I come here, for example, let's say I'm here at the shop. I come here. I took a video there while I was packaging an order and it left. I'm going to post it. Then I have to create another video for the night. I posted already earlier in the morning when I just woke up. My phone, I just gave it out for the business. You have to do all that. You have to be willing to give up the financial freedom later.
I like how you emphasize that beauty is not just, the physical, the outside appearance. You need to be confident and all of these other lessons that, just come with telling your story. Don't be scared to tell your story. Your story is going to be me. I am not actually, by those days I used to cry when while telling my story. When I feel like, oh,
God has actually made me make it, you know, because I'm not so well off, but at least God, I'm not where I used to be like a year ago. And also another thing is that if you want to be seen, please do it. Just don't scared about who is going to be around you. Like, hey, Banange, did you see her? She started her brand, no, Bambi, Akola. Then later they'll be like, we know her. You know all those things. You know all those things that are saying. That is the reality of life. Even Jesus was rejected in his home area, and it is okay. So just start your thing. It is going to pay off later. I swear. I'm telling you. Hard work does not lie, and consistency will always pay off. And one thing that I also want to tell you is that you see all this. Never be scared to talk about your brand. Go there. Be like a stupid person. Talk about it. Kuba abantu brand your maso. Jiba kube. Bagambe yogerako bisawa. Jiba kube. Tell them. People need to know. The more you grow, you'll be like, okay, God, thank you for this step. Thank you for this growth. Thank you. Because when you look at the old, let's say, cleanser jars, or let's talk about the lip gloss tubes, the old body butter and body scrub tins. Like, the growth has been so beautiful. You look at it and you're like, God, thank you for making that stand out. Everyone is feeling so proud. Like, they're not afraid to put that tin in their bathroom, and they make content with it, because it looks very classy and very it matches, like someone paying 50,000 for that body butter. And the quality of the product makes them actually get more obsessed with everything. So we are grateful for all the support our customers keep giving us, because imagine supporting a brand that doesn't grow, and all our products are plant-based. So in September, we launched new products. We launched the Glosh Glam Bold Lip Gloss Collection. We also launched the Dark Spot Serum. We also launched the eye mask. So this year we've really launched a variety of products like sunscreen and all all those I've mentioned. The glosses. I mean, those glosses that I've talked about, the Bold collection, they represent Glosh Glam. So it's a collection of 5 lip glosses. They are matte. I mean, not matte, but they are long lasting and they have color. I have support system. I have my girl who always helps me out. I have a partner who always helps me out. I have I have ladies who always help me out. We make all those braided wigs from home, so they always help me out. So it's basically really beautiful that we have a handful of people who are actually benefiting from this whole brand, and it is making everyone feel really amazing about what the kind of creativity that they have. And I remember very well when we launched those braided wigs. By the way, I had not talked about them. When we launched those braided wigs, it was so new in Kampala. We always have to be new. In East Africa, you can never find a perfect braided wig like the ones we make at Glosh Glam. I swear, I tell you this. So the fact that someone's like handmade work is being valued and it is loved by a consumer or our customers or clients, it is really beautiful that they also see value for their money. Yes.
What's your guiding philosophy in life? Like, why are you doing what you're doing?
There is this quote that people usually say that if a name didn't come from your family, let it come from you. You know. So let wherever you be, when your name is mentioned, it has to be attached to not greatness really, but effectiveness. How effective is your name? Positively, not negatively. You have to add value to the society where you are. You have to be a source of motivation to someone at some point. So when your name is mentioned, there has to be something about it, not negatively but positively. So a big name has to come from you if it didn't come from your family. I tell people every time you support Glosh Glam, you're helping my sisters stay in school. Because that is the truth.
Yeah.
You're helping someone else.
Yeah.
You're helping my daughter here who sits in for Glosh Glam to, because she's a young girl, to stay up and take care of herself. And me, I always tell her that, you know what, you're lucky at your age. I never had the chances that you have. I never used to get the money that you're getting right now. So find something that can help you grow better as a person financially, because just because we come from humble backgrounds doesn't mean that higher backgrounds can't come from us. So basically that is it. So you don't have to feel so like less just because you come from a humble background. You know, every big person has a story, and it is that story that keeps them bigger and makes them grow bigger.
The other thing that stands out for me, the first time I came across your business on TikTok was how you'd always pack sweets. With the orders. I'm like, oh, she's so sweet. So tell me about that. Is it that you're just a nice person? Are you just a sweet person? Is it a strategy that we should be, thinking about as business owners who are watching?
It is something that, sometimes for the fact that someone has left all the other brands to come and support you and give you hardly earned money, and they for them to value your work or your crafted work is very important. We don't usually give discounts. We don't actually. That is not true. We don't give discounts, but we give gifts. We gift our customers. Sometimes we can give them key holders. Sometimes we give them like maybe hair clips for free. We give them sweets, and someone can value a gift more than something they have paid for, even if it is half price. Because at the end of the day, they will be like, after all, I've also paid for it again. I've still paid for it. So there is nothing like big deal, but something that they have received for free, it is really important to them, and they'll be like, oh, this is so sweet, thank you. They didn't actually see it coming. So it is a gesture that we have in Glosh Glam to appreciate our clients. However small something may be, you think it's small, it is something that is big to our customers.
It's been a very interesting episode of The Mentors. Please remember to do subscribe and like our content. Also leave feedback in the comments. What do you think about Glosh's story? You can start by sharing your story in the comments to Kulavida or to brand. My name is Vanessa Nachimuli and I'm your host for The Mentors Show. And please tune in again. We are at the Glosh Glam studio, as you can see. And please do check her out. Check her out on social media, on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, and please be sure to buy the product.